After the Isha prayer, all the children gathered around their father and said, "Dad, please tell us a brand new story today." Dad smiled and said, "All right, I will tell you a new story today." He began, "Kids, on January 4, 1643, in a small town called Lancashire in England, a weak and sickly baby was born to a poor farmer. Sadly, the baby's father had passed away 3 months before he was born. His father's name was Issac Newton. When the baby was born, his mother named him Issac Newton, after his father. When Newton was only 3 years old, his mother remarried. Newton's stepfather didn't like him at all. So, his mother sent Newton to live with his grandparents while she stayed with her new husband. Because Newton was sick, he became a bit angry, and he had no friends. He would sit alone and think about the moon and stars. Due to his poor health, Newton started school at the age of 12. He didn't like school and often fought with other students. One day, his teacher got tired of his behavior and expelled him from school. A little later, Newton's stepfather passed away too. So, Newton came back to live with his mother. After her husband's death, Newton's mother made him work on the farm to help with household expenses. But Newton loved reading and would secretly read books. One day, his uncle saw him reading and told his mother to send him back to school. This time, Newton promised himself to work hard. He studied so well that he soon became one of the smartest students in school. After finishing school, Newton got admission to college. But he had to pay for his own fees and books, so he did small jobs for rich students. His hard work paid off when he got a scholarship, and he could focus entirely on his studies. This was the start of his great success. Newton solved many difficult problems in physics, math, and astronomy with his intelligence. One day, while sitting under an apple tree, an apple fell near him. Newton wondered, why does the apple always fall towards the ground? He thought that if the apple kept falling, it would go all the way to the center of the earth. Newton discovered that everything falls because of gravity, and this is how the theory of gravity was born. He also explained how all kinds of movement could be understood through his 3 laws of motion. These laws made it easier to understand everything from falling objects to how planets move. Newton's ideas changed the world, and soon, he became very famous. Later, he was given the title, Sir Isaac Newton. This great scientist believed that no big invention is possible without thinking deeply. He made many discoveries that have made his name live on forever. Newton also made important contributions to math, and his laws are known as Newton's laws of motion. His laws are still used today, from building bicycles to making airplanes. He also wrote a famous book called Principia, which is one of the most important books in science. In this book, he explained the law of gravity and the laws of motion. Newton's third law of motion: for every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction, not only changed science but also became important in other fields. In the end, Newton became so famous that he surpassed even the greatest scientists of his time. So kids, the lesson from this story is that if we work hard, we can achieve anything we want.